In this video, I want to show you a few simple ways to draw 3D objects using geometry nodes in Blender. The first tool will be good for drawing simple lines. It can be useful for modeling things like cables and spikes. With the next tool, you can draw lines that connect together. This is good for doodling or making organic things like tree branches. Then we'll make a tool that's good for drawing shapes and cutting into them. Let's get started. The first one is really simple. Add a curve, then add a geometry node modifier, hit Shift A and add a curve to mesh node and check fill caps, then add a curved circle and plug it into the profile curve and lower the radius. We can also add a resample curve node here and adjust the count to control the number of edge loops. Then at the end, we'll add a set shade smooth node and a set material node. Then, in the viewport, we can go into edit mode, select everything, and delete. Then click the draw tool from the toolbar on the left, and we can start drawing. And you can have a lot of control over this if you're using a drawing tablet. While in edit mode, you can select the curve points and move them around, and even adjust the thickness by pressing Alt-S and dragging in or out. And if your lines are looking a little chunky, you can increase the count on the resample curve. Okay, now let's work on the next tool. So name this node tree something and hit the shield icon to save it, and hit the copy icon next to it to duplicate it, and you can rename this new one, and we'll keep everything except for the resample curve. Then we can move these nodes over to make some space. After the curve to mesh, add a mesh to volume. It's kind of hard to see, but it's creating a fog volume based on the shape of the mesh. After that, we'll add a volume to mesh node, and we can change the resolution by adjusting the voxel amount. Now, if we go into edit mode and start drawing, we can see the lines are merging together. If we Control-Shift-click the Mesh to Volume node to preview it, we can kind of see how it's merging together. To smooth it out, I'm going to increase the voxel amount. Then move these nodes over, add a Set Position node, look for a Blur attribute, and a Position node. Plug the position into the value and change this from float to vector, and plug the blur attribute into the position. And if you increase the iterations, it'll smooth it out more. I'm going to leave it at 10. And just like the previous tool, we can move these points around and scale them with Alt-S. For the next tool, make sure you're in the top view. Hit the shield icon to save the last node tree, then duplicate it and rename it. Draw something from the top view, then we'll get rid of the curve to mesh and the curve circle. Search for a fill curve, Control-Shift-click it to preview it, then add an extrude mesh, uncheck individual, and decrease the offset. If you rotate around it, you'll notice that it's missing faces on the bottom, so add a join geometry and plug in the extrude mesh and the original fill curve. Now we can connect this to the mesh to volume and see our extruded shape. What's cool about this tool is that you can make holes by drawing shapes inside of shapes. And if you select the two endpoints of a curve and press F, it'll connect them together. And that's pretty much it. These tools are pretty simple, but can be fun to play around with. So leave a like if you found this useful, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments.